come on in. Chose, but Slick said, man, I chose not to work out to be on time. But you a real one, boy.
Ooh, and to be on time. That's the thing, being on time.
I got the V7 too. This the Vic. This the Vic.
That's the cool. Best dress he's been. That's the best dress he's been. We started the show.
This the Vic.
That's cool, but we talking about the Eagles now. The Eagles
that was
now.
The good Eagles. Y'all not the good Eagles anymore.
We're about the
Y'all
Eagles now. Eagles and the Giants in the same boat right now.
Facts. Welcome.
Y'all ain't too far
welcome. Bro, listen, the difference between y'all and me is like I'm fully prepared for this. Like, I knew what it was.
Okay, I
you know what I'm
can
saying?
live with that.
Y'all thought that y'all might have had a better season. I knew what it was for me.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
No, I knew what it was too.
I knew it was my destiny. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You was talking big week 1, bro. Week 1, you was talking real big, bro. You was popping. He walking up and down the streets of Atlanta, popping at everybody, talking to all the Falcons fans. Crazy.
Look. That's my squad. I'm a ride for my squad. Us being better than the Falcons is not an accomplishment. But if I am live and in attendance and we are smacking y'all, I'm going to talk junk.
So thank you. I'm glad you said that. So why do y'all get on to us about the Super Bowl 28-3?
You walked into that.
We were up. We were talking junk. You just admitted you would have did the same thing.
Yeah, I would have talked junk.
So what you talking about? We bad fans because we was popping off at the Super Bowl.
No.
We were up 28-3. Why wouldn't we?
No. I'm saying y'all are delusional. Not just that's a one game.
That is so far from.
This is a whole fan base for the entirety of each season. That is one game. Bro. So big difference. Y'all actually have weight then. No. But outside of that,
man, get out of here, dog. Hey. We appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all getting back with us. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 4 of Fan Noise Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we with your favorite people. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all tired of watching them other shows where they all suited up, buttoned up, talking about, no, y'all want to hear some folks talking junk. That's why y'all here. That's why y'all here. So, without further ado, I am Will F. the Barber. You know what I'm saying? This ugly man to my right is Dom.
I'm the sexiest big alive.
See how he struggled to get that out? He didn't even believe that when he said it. He struggled to get it out.
I struggled.
He couldn't even believe what he said.
I struggled for our new content.
Shout out my boy we got Lando in here.
Go Eagles.
You know what I'm saying? With the Eagles Vic, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking with the Eagles and they was rocking Vic. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we ain't rocking Eagles. We rocking Braves. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta!
Hey.
Stand up, bro. We got one in there.
Hey.
We got one in there, bro. Hey, man, them Braves, bro. We
I don't even watch baseball, and I was live. The battery was on 11.
Yeah.
That jump was lit.
Bro, it's gonna be fun to see the city win one, even though. So this is how.
Hold on, wait! Don't say it like that. Though. Take it easy before you say like we gonna win.
Look,
let's wait first before we talk like that.
This is how I feel. So Atlanta United, they won, but people keep talking about they ain't broke the curse and this and third. I'm like
they did. We was live when the Atlanta United won. It was lit.
In my head, nobody was checking for soccer, and so
see,
that's true.
No, bro.
And really,
no,
in the U.S., soccer is not as major of a sport.
In Atlanta, it is.
And so the Braves is more of a major of a sport, and I give them more credit. I give you Atlanta United half, but I feel like Braves at least a whole. But it would be nice to actually see the city go up over the Hawks or the Falcons.
Let me ask you a question.
It'd be even better.
Have y'all ever been to an Atlanta United game?
So this is my thing. This is what I was just about to say. I think people, especially black people, are more interested in the game and being live than actually being into soccer.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen.
You think most of the black people are out there following soccer
bro,
teams
I'm telling you. I am telling you, bro. I am telling you.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you because I was driving when it first came about. I think it was 2016 or 2017 when Atlanta United first came out. I was doing Uber at the time, and I remember riding around. I was riding around in the city, picking people up, dropping people off, and I'm like, bro, where is all these waves of people coming from? You know what I'm saying? And I just started noticing, bro, they'd have Atlanta United jerseys on, Atlanta United scarves and hats and all this stuff. I'm like, dang, bro, these folks like really showing out. Fast forward, we going to, we advanced in the playoffs, You know, the city's lit. We go to the conference finals. We lose. But, bro, when I'm telling you, bro, it was so crazy. The next year, we win it all, bro.
But
the city was lit, bro. Like, what is y'all saying? If you go to a game, the games at Atlanta United is way litter than the games at the
I
Falcons.
agree, but you're not saying. I agree. I agree. Everything what you
I'm
say.
with Taylor though. He said that the city only mess with the Braves because they winning, and I feel like it's the same with Atlanta United.
If that soccer team came here and didn't do nothing, y'all wouldn't be talking nothing about no soccer.
Facts.
But that's all you gotta do, bro. Taylor said it. We only win because Atlanta. What's it called? We the only one winning, bro. If you want the full support of the state of Georgia, win. That's all you gotta do. If you win, bro, we will go hard for you. We will ride, but and that's why I don't understand why y'all think we the worst fans, because we only ride for our teams when we really trying to do something. Now, me, I ride regardless. You know what I'm saying? I just don't speak on them like that. You know what I'm saying? When we losing, it's just like, what I'm gonna talk about. I got a question. But when we winning, bro, I'm telling you, bro, we rock with our team the hardest.
What
than
soccer
anybody.
team was you looking at before Atlanta United came about?
The funniest thing, I wasn't even watching soccer till Atlanta United
we know
came
that.
out. But that's what I'm telling you. I became a fan.
They win very early, so now you're a fan. That's not a real
fan because of Atlanta United. When they came here, bro, in order for me to be a fan, I either had to have a team or a favorite player. Atlanta, bro, I'm a fan of everything Georgia, everything Atlanta outside of basketball. I rock with the Hawks, but y'all know I'm Heat gang forever, man. Dwayne Wade, my favorite player. He made me. Oh Lord.
No boat said all you
he
made
me a Heat
win.
fan.
That sounds like bandwagon talk.
That's not bandwagon talk, bro. Like what y'all? You want us to support losing? I'm sorry. Where do they do that at? When do we support losing?
You support the Falcons?
And I feel stupid every day.
But you're a real fan. To me,
getting dressed up like a clown every Sunday.
You're a real fan because you support no matter what. Atlanta United too new for somebody to say you're a real fan.
But I'm not afraid to call my team trash. I will not. I will roast my team.
We go 5 or more 6 years down the line, and you still a fan. Okay, I'll give you a real fan, but you can't be. They just
super side note. I'm gonna throw this in there because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people blaming Matt Ryan for the Falcons being trash. Matt Ryan, weeks 4 through 7, has been one of the highest rated QBs in the league.
Okay.
And so all I'm saying,
he hasn't even thrown an interception this year. He's played really well.
And so all I'm saying is like,
I didn't know that.
Y'all got problems elsewhere. Y'all really gotta stop blaming like the face of the franchise or etc. Just dogging the closest man you see. Like you really need to start addressing the issues. Y'all have a very thin roster.
We never address the stuff we actually need to address.
Facts.
We address everything we don't need.
Facts. So,
but see, that's bro. We keeping positive energy up here. The Braves are going to the World Series, bro.
I got so amped.
Y'all know what's going on, man.
To buy tickets to go to the World Series, right?
Hold
on. So look,
we're done with
hold on. Let me tell you. So. I was like, you can normally buy a Brave ticket $15, $20. I'm like, okay, they might go up to $200-$300. Okay, maybe, right? Standing tickets at the World Series is a stack. I do not like baseball.
It's a stack if you want to sit on the roof. If you want to sit on top of the roof where it says Atlanta,
where they shoot the fireworks,
where it says Truist Park Stadium at, if you want to sit up there, you got to pay $1,000.
$1,000.
I said no, sir.
I would definitely just go to the Battery.
I'm a Braves fan,
but I actually might give me a jersey because that atmosphere that night was different.
So you doing exactly what we just talked about.
Hold on.
When you see the energy, you became a fan.
Hold on.
We talking to an Alabama fan.
First of all, time out.
Alabama fan. Alabama.
Did I say I'm a Braves fan? I don't even watch baseball. I said I just like the vibe that was at, and I'm gonna go to the game for support. I never said I was a baseball fan because you would never hear me say, "Oh, I'm gonna support the Braves." I just like the vibe I was in, and I'm willing to vibe out.
Same.
That's different.
That's
different. I'm not gonna go in Rocky Houston jersey. I don't even watch baseball. That's stupid. But the vibe I got out there was like, dang, bro, this might be something I could probably get into. Baseball. I hate watching baseball.
Because I left at like 1:30.
Baseball is boring.
Why?
Baseball is boring to watch on TV.
It's not.
Baseball is very boring to watch.
I said the same thing. It's not.
I think it's not as boring to you now because I could be wrong. Would you say the past few years you really started watching baseball and liking it?
I'll tell you exactly why I started watching.
Okay.
Last year, I've always been a Braves fan.
Last year,
per se.
Atlanta United, Braves.
No, I'm telling you, bro. I know when I become a fan. Actually, I've always been a Braves fan by default because, like I said, I'm Georgia, Atlanta, everything. Mm-hmm. I didn't actually really start watching the Braves because when I used to watch baseball for real, I would only watch like Barry Bonds and I watch Chipper Jones and Ken Griffey Jr.
The All-Star
them
game.
folks. Yeah, I want to
All-Star
watch.
game.
I want to watch the superstars. I don't really care as much about the game than about the people. I actually started watching last year because last year we was in COVID and. Oh my goodness! Am I the only one that was going crazy without sports? Like, bro, like I literally did not know what to watch on TV. Like, I'm sitting there watching TV and I'm like, bro, like this just feels so weird, bro.
So
baseball was the first sport that came back.
D said people only watch baseball in the playoffs.
That's incorrect. I'm telling you, if you, bro, the battery last year, this year, bro. It's been lit.
It ain't incorrect for me because I literally watched
live.
I don't watch.
I went to
That
the
was my
battery.
first game the
I
whole
went
season.
to the battery and watched games. And if you ain't been to a Braves game, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Even if you don't like baseball, bro, go to the game, bro. The environment itself, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's dope.
The game was still
And that was just at the battery. You
No,
just go to the stadium and you come out. If you go to the battery, hang out. Go to the stadium, watch the game, hang out. Come out. You know what I'm saying? Hang out.
Look. The way I feel, like, trust me, from a guy, so I've been to plenty of baseball games, really from corporate events, and it's really only two things for me. It's either one, I gotten really drunk, or two, literally, I have fallen asleep watching those games.
I'm telling you, bro.
The breeze be going nice, it be boring, they be switching innings at the bottom of it.
Only thing about
Boring
the Braves
sport,
games that's fun is just the people you go with. That's the only thing that
I'm
makes
telling
the
you,
game
okay,
fun. The
so-
game is still boring watching it live.
So let me explain
no
what it is for
different
me
from at
now.
home.
Let me explain what it is for me now. Because now I'm actually learning the game of baseball. You know what I'm saying? Last year I was watching it support my team. And what really made me a Braves fan for real, Ronald Acuna Jr. If you don't like anybody else, if you don't know anybody else, bro, go watch him. He will make it exciting. Y'all say it's boring.
Okay,
watch Ronald, bro. He's a home. Everybody watch. When people watch baseball, outside them old school folks, they want to see just great pitching, great defense, and stuff like that. But for the most part, people want to see home runs. Mm-hmm. Ronald Acuna Jr. hits homers, and when he do it, he do it with style, but he be popping that jump. First of all, them boys be coming out, not even just Ronald, bro. The team, they be coming out there, got like 5 gold chains on. You know what I'm saying? They hit the home run. They throwing up signs at the dugout. You know what I'm saying? Popping off, bro. You think, bro, you in the hood? Like, you think this is hood folk playing baseball? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the energy is different. And then the Braves have hitters for real. Like, we have a lot of guys that can hit. And then the more you start to watch, the more you start to appreciate the game. Because now, like this year, I actually started to appreciate great pitching. Like an ace pitcher, for those that don't know, because I'm sure everybody in this chat, nobody knows what an ace pitcher is.
I sure don't.
An ace is pretty much your best pitchers. You know what I'm saying? Your number one.
I knew that.
Charlie Morton, Max Fried, our 2 aces, bro, like, to watch them shut people out, like, do y'all understand how hard baseball is,
Who
bro?
was at the end of the game? What pitcher was that?
Will Smith. You know he great because his name Will. Will Smith, one of the best closers in the league. And that's not me talking as a fan. Go back and check the numbers. Will Smith. And that is not a joke. His real name is Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, I'm telling you, the more you watch it, you really start to appreciate it. I know folks, y'all think baseball is boring, but I'm telling you, bro, you give it a chance. You go to the battery. Or just watching it on TV is going to be hard for a second. Go to the battle. When you start learning people, when you start knowing who these people are, and then you start knowing what they doing, you start learning what an ERA is. You start learning what the stuff mean. Cause I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that used to look like Chinese symbols to me. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff on the board, I'm like, I don't know what these. I see numbers and letters. I don't know what none of it means. When you start to learn that stuff, you start to keep up with it. Like, oh shoot, like, all right, like, you doing pretty good. I'm telling y'all, this is year 2. So next year, bro, I'm gonna be a experienced baseball head. Like, I'm gonna be able to tell you everything. Cause right now, all I can really tell you about is like my team and like that's it. Bro, I know some of the top players, but I don't watch them. Only team watches Braves.
We gotta pick a day. Fan Noise is gonna be at the Battery for one of these playoff games.
Ooh, that'll be so lit.
Yeah,
we
gonna be at the Battery together for one of the playoffs. Maybe a couple of them, but we gonna be there. We gonna let y'all know so y'all can pull up. It's gonna be an event.
Bro, I'm telling you.
It's gonna be an event.
Devin said folks only pay attention to baseball when their football team is down. Yo.
Hey, what more you want? It does. Because we're winning. Who wants to just watch losing all the time? You know what I'm saying? And, bro, our team is beating losers. You know what I'm saying? We only beat teams that's worse than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we beat the Dolphins. Where JB at? JB in here? He ain't in here? He don't want to be in here. Because if I would have seen him, I would have had to talk to him about them Dolphins. He is one of, like, 5 people I know that are, like, Dolphins fans. And, like, they are real. Like, they go hard by the Dolphins. Is he from Miami? Those are the only people that are Dolphins fans. Okay. Is there anybody outside of Miami that's a Dolphins fan? Who would want to be a Dolphins fan?
But by the same token, I know my team was going to be trash. And then we beat the Falcons in game 1. And the first is this. That's what I don't understand. I go on IG and immediately trash Jalen Hurts. Immediately. We are 1-0. We done blown the Falcons out. Immediately trash
all right, why you got to do all that?
Trash
you got to be extra.
Dang, you
sound
like Devin.
But then,
you sound like something Devin would do.
But then, after I trashed it, you was hyped. You thought Joe was going to know. I did not.
You was hyped.
No.
He was walking up and down Ivan Allen Boulevard, popping everything.
Didn't he wear an Eagles shirt?
He wore a tight Eagles shirt, bro. Boots all hanging out the shirt. With Eagles on it, he walking around. Hey, Eagles, hey, fly, Eagles, fly. He walking around singing the Eagles chant song. I didn't even know they had one.
Look,
I'm like, bro, what is these people singing?
Look, it's the victory song. Look,
he googled the lyrics before the game.
Look. If you know anything about me, I'm a die talking trash. I could be down.
That's true.
I could be up.
That's true.
I could be playing a sport I don't play.
He could be playing spades.
I could be watching a show.
That's true.
I'm
I ain't gonna hold it.
First off,
I don't know. That dude was talking so much
trash. But you just gotta understand that's what's gonna come with it. I'm gonna win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna ride with my squad.
Low-key D said the Eagles would be good if they was playing in college. Ooh, speaking of college, that Big Ten ain't looking too good, my boy.
Hold on.
All that junk popping about the Big Ten, bro. Y'all ain't looking too good, G. Y'all looking just like y'all was saying we would look like.
Hold on.
What's going on? What happened to Iowa, man? What's going on with these folks, man?
Yourself.
How Penn State going from what was Penn State? What were they, 7? Now they at 20?
They lost to Iowa and they lost twice, didn't they? They lost last week.
But you gotta explain yourself a little bit.
But hold on.
And these supposed to be SEC. These guys supposed to beat folks in the SEC. Man, stop.
Check me out. No, hold on. First off, I never said about beating a bunch of people in SEC.
No, you was discrediting the SEC.
I literally said it was the best conference. SEC has been the best conference in football
that
for the last decade.
You was talking about how everybody in the conference had fallen off. And you was talking about how everybody, all the teams we mentioned, they weren't all that, and you were saying, look, by the end of the season, they'll have this amount of losses and all that. You said y'all aren't as good.
We were comparing the ACC to the Big Ten.
Everybody know ACC trash.
Thank you.
Except for Devin.
Exactly.
But Slick the only one that think the SEC really like that.
Fact.
I mean the ACC.
But I said right off, SEC has been had it. They got the most championship. Granted, most of them going to Alabama, but they are the toughest conference. Man, don't even go.
Go ahead, finish your statement.
But what I said was the Big Ten over the past 5 years has consistently been the second best conference. It's been better than the ACC. And really, the only reason why the ACC has had any relevance is because of Clemson and Clemson winning championship. They ride Clemson's coattails to carry the entire conference.
North Carolina's good.
Oh, come on.
They've had.
Stop naming basketball.
No.
Stop.
Yeah, you did it last week.
North Carolina's ranked every year.
Hey.
Now they don't touch the losses this year, but normally North Carolina they're a really good team.
If that's your saving grace.
And I'm telling you, when Florida State and Miami get back good, that'll be really good for college football. But them boys trash.
But and Clemson trash too. They further than any Big Ten.
Yeah.
So this is my point. I'm just saying that we do come with some talent. We got draft picks. We be in the rankings. We be having 5 teams in the top 15. We be doing something. We might not be it like the SEC, but we be doing something. So I'm cool. I mean, we're competitive, and honestly, I can't speak for every team in the Big Ten. There's a bunch of teams that I think are gonna fall. Obviously, for me, I'm a Michigan fan. Right now, we're still undefeated, but we have the toughest stretch. Honestly, I think we have the toughest strength of schedule stretch in the entire NCAA.
Who gonna lose first, Georgia or
Michigan?
Literally. So
once we get, we're talking about regular season. Or we're talking about the conference.
It's tough.
That's for sure.
We got a tough road.
Because they got some tough ones. I ain't gonna lie, and they can never beat Ohio State.
Every team we got was ranked, And so every team was in the top 10 before they started losing. But like every team we got to play now is ranked. And so it's tough stuff. But at the same time, you know, college football is one of those things that changes.
Look, that boy Slick said, "All right, y'all, that's enough. Y'all about to get reported." He a Miami fan talking about the ACC. Look, bro, you know them boys trash, man. You know they trash. And what's crazy because we in the group chat, bro. It was like, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. Like, bro, they were going so hard for the ACC. I remember him and Drake just arguing back and forth, ACC, SEC, and all this. And it's just like, bro.
I'm serious. ACC got one more year for Clemson to get right, and now I'm putting the Big 12 over y'all. There's one more year. Y'all ain't got much more time. Y'all gonna be fourth.
You said the Big 12?
Yes.
Hey, who gonna be left once Oklahoma like?
Oklahoma is better than
Oklahoma
than
and Texas, but they about to dip. They coming to the SEC too. So who do we need to worry about? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
So, but that's just my take. But you know, at the same time, the way it stands right now, yeah, Alabama and Georgia gonna meet, and that's gonna be the one.
That's gonna be the side of I cannot wait
because that's the SEC championship right now.
Yeah, I cannot wait, boy. We got to be in there. You know what I'm saying?
Be where? You thought them Brave tickets was expensive?
No. When I say in there, I'm not talking about in there. You know what I'm saying? In the stadium. Like, I'm gonna be in there. I'm talking about. I'm in the bar.
$2,000 to watch.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no goddamn 2,000. If they want 2,000, I know who. Hey man, you feel me?
Do not be surprised.
It might be a smooth little 5.
No. I think the
SEC. Now, if it was national championship,
bro,
yes.
I know a few years ago the cheapest ticket to a SEC championship, and I think Clemson was playing somebody here in Atlanta was $1,000.
Clemson's not SEC.
And no, who's in SEC? Maybe that's Orange.
It's Orange.
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
No, is it Auburn?
Yeah, Auburn.
Maybe it was Auburn.
Okay,
they were playing here for the championship. They were playing here.
Yeah.
It could be.
Them tickets were $1,000.
That was Auburn and Georgia.
Auburn and Georgia. Okay, so that was years ago. The cheapest ticket then was $1,000. Let alone now, few years
boy,
later.
I tell you, boy, it's expensive to be a fan, boy. That's why you just need to go and find your bar, drink your little drink, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy the game.
Unless they trash, so then the tickets, we go.
But then you're not gonna be in the championship.
I'm gonna be there.
Trash.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna be there.
But they're not gonna be in the championship.
If they trash, you're not gonna be in there.
They won't be.
You ain't gotta worry about the tickets. They won't be on sale. Hold on, real quick. Dre had a question. He said, "Do y'all think Lamar Jackson is or will be better than Vick?"
Nah.
And Slick said Lamar be better.
Nah. You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
Go ahead.
First off, Lamar can't throw like Vick. Vick has a deep ball. Vick uses his receiver.
He had a deep ball. Vick just wasn't accurate all the time.
True, but he had a cannon.
Which is kind of the same with
I just feel like Vick was an experience.
Lamar doesn't use
I feel like Vick was an experience though, bro.
Lamar doesn't use it.
Lamar is cool, and it's like he's not a copycat in a sense, but his game kind of sort of is marked off of Vick. Whereas like Vick was the first thing to happen, so that's all you gonna think about at first. I don't think he would necessarily he would have to win a Super Bowl to me for somebody to consider him better.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna lie, he already won the MVP, and
he
my
did.
boy Vick, and Vick was robbed the MVP in that 2004 year. They gave it to Peyton Manning, but Vick should have won that.
Yeah, he could have been on his way.
You know what I'm saying?
And the jail time, he
shout out, keep it smooth. Shout out Zelda, Don, Jalsiak, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie, gentlemen. If anybody knows me, bro, Michael Vick is like, bro.
He's my favorite player
Michael
all
Vick
time.
he's beyond sports to me, bro. Like, I love Vick, bro.
This
like,
is the
there's only two people. There's only two people. I don't get starstruck. You know, living in Atlanta, you see people here and there all the time. The only people that have really had me starstruck is if I saw Dwayne Wade and Michael Vick, because those are my two favorite sports characters like ever. I love Michael Vick, but if Lamar Jackson keep doing what he doing, I ain't gonna cap, man.
So
I might have to give it to him, bro. Cause like the way he's looking now, bro, like, bro throwing 400-yard games, 4 TDs. You know what I'm saying? Nigga still rush. You know what I'm saying? 400.
Check me out.
I can't cap. And he got an MVP under his belt now.
Check me out.
I'm telling you, a Super Bowl.
Vick is my all-time favorite player. It's the only football jersey I own. It's the only one I'm rocking right now. But right now, Lamar Jackson is actually my favorite player, really, because the style is similar. But as much as I watch Lamar Jackson, the part I hate about his game the most is the fact that he has the legs to get the first down, and he'll use his legs as opposed to relying on his receivers and getting a deeper first down, a better, like, you're only going to be making those defenders miss it so much because they're geared for your game. But when you start passing and you start hitting Mark Andrews on all these out routes, etc., and he makes one guy miss, it turns a 10-yard pass into 30 or 20. And so that's my thing with Lamar. They're going to contain him to a relatively short game. He's not going to break for 70 yards. And so that's kind of the difference between.
I don't know. He might, hey man, it's bound to happen.
Maybe for a trash team.
Bound to happen.
But for the most part, game plan scheme, you're not going to see that. And so, like, that's kind of the thing that I don't like about Lamar. But then that's also why I think Vick was better, because Vick would break crazy runs.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he had a little.
He got historically great runs, like
Right.
runs they still spin it, like that
Right.
Vikings run,
Right.
Bro, like that's one of my favorites.
And then he'll have passes to like Deshaun Jackson where he'll flick this mug 50 yards and it looked like he barely threw it. And so he had a cannon. I mean, in college, you have to understand, in the national championship that they ended up losing as a squad, he had defenders tearing ACLs trying to catch him. In open field one-on-ones would juke them out the shoes. These are like top number one, like round one draft picks, top of their draft, tearing ACLs, and their draft stock plummeting because they couldn't tackle Michael Vick in the open field. It's different with him.
I ain't gonna lie, but you started to win me back. Like, no, Vic,
Yeah,
my dog. You're starting to get me
convincing.
back. You're starting to get me back.
It's different. He was different.
But see, I don't know, man. I think that's starting to lean back into what Dom was saying, like with the experience. You know what I'm saying? What I don't want to become is one of these dudes that I talk about people like when it comes to Michael Jordan, like they just so like in awe of like the stuff they did and all that it's like sometimes they don't really break down the game, like to break their game down. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm seeing Lamar Jackson passing more. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see him really develop as a passer.
This season,
and if he continues, I'm not gonna say right now. If Lamar Jackson stops playing right now, I won't. He's not better than Vic to me. But if Lamar continues to do what he's doing and keeps on this pace,
because he's still young,
he will
real young.
He will definitely be better than Vic.
He's
And
still real young.
I can't lie.
26.
Like,
and he's like 24.
Yeah, I think he's younger than that.
He's almost 25, and like he might beat Vic out off the strength of Vic being out multiple years and then sitting on the bench before he got his redemption shot, etc.
Nah, I can feel that. I just, I'm trying to be unbiased here. You know what I'm saying? The biased me is gonna say Vic, but the unbiased, I gotta keep it real. What you call? Loki D said Lamar not even in his prime yet. My boy Slick said look up Lamar passing stats. And what you call? Hey,
like I said, if he keeps going on this upward tip like he is, especially with the passing, then it's statistically, of course, he can. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I might be a little biased in my heart.
I ain't gonna care. I'm biased, but I just gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
And he said the only team to look. He's the only team to stop Vic in college was Miami.
Of course, you would say something.
See that? But see, I ain't gonna lie. That was when Miami was like the U. For real, you know what I'm saying? They had some boys over there, man. What was they supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? What I'm finna do with, you know what I'm saying, Ed Reed, you know what I'm saying, Sean Taylor, daggone, bro, man, I can't even name all these people. I didn't have too much to drink, but I can't name all these people.
They not that right now no more. They still got some fire jerseys though, but they not like that.
I tell y'all who is like that. UGA. I'm telling y'all, man, listen, bro. We had a bye week. We had a bye week last week. But I'm telling you, hey man, we looking like something.
I don't have a lot of faith.
We was at the game. We was at that Kentucky game, bro.
Oh, how was it? I ain't never been to no college game,
bro. When I tell you, like the littest game I've been to, like of all sports, was the Atlanta United game, because the Atlanta United game, like it's lit from start to finish. Like, it never stops. It never, like, football games, you know, it's loud, then it kind of chills down, everybody chilling, then it get loud again. Atlanta United is like that the whole game. But I've never been anywhere louder than Sanford Stadium, bro, on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? 3:30. Like, bro, like, I'm sitting there next to Dre, my boy JB, cousin Quay, and all that. I'm sitting right beside them. I'm trying to talk to them. I can barely hear what I'm saying to them. It's so loud, bro, in there. Like, I can't, bro. I've never seen nothing like it, bro. When they start getting live, especially when they about to score and all that jump, bro, it is nothing louder, bro. And then college football, you gotta remember, it's like 90,000+ fans in there, dog. And Georgia one of the teams that sell out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to the Georgia game. Bro, it's everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? People are everywhere. And when one play could happen, it could be like a tackle for a loss. Bro, the stadium erupts, bro. And it's like deafening.
College football
I love it.
is a better vibe than...
How was it at the Georgia State? Same thing?
Oh, no. It's a...
Well, number 12 people in there. He was the 12th. Georgia State.
That's a glorified high school.
No, I just ain't been. I have never been to a college game, and I just cannot wait to go.
No, it's a glorified high school football game. But like, you know, like the thing is, Georgia State football program is only 10 years old, and like you need way more than a decade to start a football program. Like a lot of people say, you need 20, 30 years sometimes to actually get going, and so it really might be like that. And especially being an inner city school, it's tough. But I mean, there's some fans there. I mean, the tailgate was smooth. I mean, it was homecoming. We got the win and all versus TSU.
Yeah.
It was cool. But I mean, you know, it's
TSU, Tennessee State, TSU.
Texas State.
Texas State. The real TSU is Tennessee State, man.
So,
shout out Dale. Shout out they on Drake.
So
Real TSU.
You know,
Drake got y'all confused. He think y'all think the Texas State is real. TSU, man. We're gonna be there next weekend for the homecoming.
It's smooth. The setup would be cool. I mean, we would get another, just like Georgia Tech, you would get another team in the city, but Georgia Tech suffers from the same, you know, woes too. It's like, one is scholars, is collegiately high academically, but then two, being inner city, you can't get that same vibe, that same feel as you would get from like a college town in Athens or Tuscaloosa.
They got an actual campus.
Right. Tuscaloosa. But
It kicking in, ain't it? The drink kicking in, ain't it?
But all I'm saying is like, it's always gonna be rough for those types of programs.
Yeah.
And even though Georgia State is actually the biggest college in the state of Georgia with like over 50,000 students, you still gonna have
them students there for the party. The parties in Georgia State is where they go there for the parties.
They online.
It's my alma mater. You know, I
Still.
chilled there. To be honest, I started partying at Georgia State while I was at another college before I went to Georgia State.
Hey, man.
For that reason. So,
if you are a high school student, you know what I'm saying, and you in a good relationship, you think you can take it places, do not let your mate go to Georgia State University.
Let's say wild.
Do not let them go.
It's
Because
wild.
I guarantee you, it will not be. They will leave Georgia State not the same person that you knew them as. I'm telling you, bro. Them parties different.
And I think you know why it's different is because you get moving into the city, living in the city, going to school in the city, mixed with college, and the combo. I'm telling you, it does a lot of people in. Some people don't make it out.
Yeah.
Did you make it out unscathed?
I won't say unscathed. It teaches some bad habits.
Shoot, Loki D said, "What's up, them Chiefs?" I'm glad you asked
Man,
that. I'm glad you asked
bruh.
that because I have a question for y'all. You got your set up like a laptop. What kind of case is this? Where did you find this? Listen, who would y'all say? What team has disappointed y'all the most this year? That y'all think that you look at so far and like this has been the most disappointing team.
It's definitely the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's like obvious.
So why would you say
yeah.
that?
Bruh, at the beginning of the season, I would say I feel like most people had the Chiefs in the Bucks going back to the Super Bowl.
I did.
Right
I
now,
picked both of them.
Right now, I'm a little worried that the Chiefs might not even make the playoffs. And bruh, I'm a
little
little
bit.
worried
Okay.
that the Chiefs might not even make the playoffs.
I mean, they ain't 0-7 now. God dang.
Yeah, but they still at the very bottom of their division.
That division, that one. Okay, I can't argue.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
can't
a little
argue.
worried about that, and that's not going to look good for Patrick Mahomes, but it does happen. But I'm
Patrick
worried.
Mahomes
Their
out there looking
defense is atrocious.
Mm.
They can't guard a parked car right now. Like, their defense is atrocious. I mean, you got Honey Badger, but he cannot do it by himself. Their front line is trash. The secondary, like, they are just atrocious, bro. Yeah. And it's like, and I feel like Patrick Mahomes is trying to overcompensate because of the fact the defense is so bad. So now he doing a lot more riskier stuff trying to get the game, and it's not working either. In fact, who did they get blown out this weekend by?
The Titans.
The Titans.
The
I mean,
Titans
the Titans
are
are
sleeper,
good.
though. Titans sleeper team,
The
though.
Titans are good, but they not as good as how bad they beat the Chiefs. That's what I'm saying. They not that good.
Yeah.
They're good, but they not as bad as that blowout.
Yeah, the Chiefs were really bad.
They were really bad
really
that game.
Patrick Mahomes looked really bad. I ain't gonna count.
Yeah. And I think he's risking it more because of the fact that the defense is so bad.
You saying Chiefs too?
Yeah, but expanded playoff this year, right?
Yeah.
And that factors in an additional game. And so Chiefs not make the playoffs, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I still believe they can sneak in there though.
Yeah, they're just gonna be a wild card, I think.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cap though. I'm not gonna cap. See, I felt like the Chiefs was gonna be the easy route for me, but I'm gonna keep it real with you though. I really think the answer to me is the Cleveland Browns, because I feel like the Chiefs can still recover. I know the Chiefs look bad right now. Patrick Mahomes look bad right now, but I feel like they're still in a good enough position to where they can recover. The Browns, I'm not too sure.
I think Baker Mayfield is cool, but I think Baker Mayfield is
I feel like the
overhyped.
Browns, I'm not sure they can recover because I'm looking at this team. They have way too many weapons for them not to be able to look better than what they are looking like. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, offensively, and Baker Mayfield, it's not like that.
I think Baker Mayfield is really overhyped.
Odell been dropping passes too. Now I still feel like Odell needs to get out of there, and he would be much better than what he is if he wasn't in Cleveland. But I'm really feeling like Cleveland took a major step back as far as what we thought they'd be like. The way they was looking last year, we was thinking like, yo, them boys, yeah, they could. You know what I'm saying? And cause by Dre, I see, bro. He said, you know, Chubb got to get healthy. They'll be all right. True. Okay, so I will give them that they had some injuries. You know what I'm saying? They lost Chubb and Kareem Hunt, but at the same time though, Dre, they got too many weapons. Offensively,
Jarvis
and
Landry hurt too.
You know what I'm saying? They spent some money. They have too many weapons across the field to look how they looking each and every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that division where you got the Ravens, who looking like the best team in that division. You know what I'm saying? The Bengals. And then you got, what's it called? The Steelers. The Steelers are one of those teams to where you just know what Mike Tomlin as they coach, they gonna get it better. They not gonna go outside. Ben Roethlisberger might suck, but that ain't a sucky franchise. They gonna try to get it back right.
I like Baker. I like the grit that he plays with, but I also understand that he may not be everything that they would want in a quarterback, but I think he is a starting quarterback in the league. But I won't go ahead and say, you know, they're out of it, but it's gonna be rough when you start talking about losing running backs, especially when you got a dual threat and probably maybe one of the best, probably the best duo in the league. Probably
that's the best duo for sure.
Probably the best duo.
There's no better duo than Chubbs and Kareem Hunt, and if you think there's a better one, tell me. I don't think.
And please, Cowboys,
because Kareem Hunt is a number one. He just got kicked off the team because he beat that girl up. You know what I'm saying? But anywhere else, he could be a number one running back.
And so, you know, I'm kind of still waiting for Odell. Odell has been out for so long. You know, he's been down off the injury. I knew he wasn't going to come back and be strong. But
I just don't think him and Baker is a good mix with each other.
I agree with that.
I thought it was a bad trade from the get-go.
I agree.
One, because I'm a Giants fan. I was hate to see him gone, but it was like he was wasting his talent there in New York. But I just thought the Browns was a terrible place for him to go to.
I agree.
Yeah.
He needs a quarterback that's going to air it out. Like, I swear, Odell would be happier with Ryan Fitzpatrick in Miami or something like that. There were better matches when he got traded. There were teams that had QBs that could air it out.
Send Odell to Green Bay.
Give him
boy. If you send Odell to Green Bay, bro,
it'd be serious.
Aaron Rodgers breaking records. He breaking records.
Odell to Green
they don't
Bay.
want to do that. The league don't want to do that. It'd be over with. Shout out 25 Geek. You know what I'm saying? Just came through. Slick said the 49ers. The reason I don't say the 49ers is because I ain't gonna cap.
I'm not a big fan of Jimmy G.
Coming into this season, bro,
What?
I expected them to be
49ers
fourth.
what?
No,
Oh,
like
they've
been the biggest disappointment.
Okay.
I expected the 49ers to be last in this division.
Gronk is
You know what I'm
trash.
saying? They in the division with
Yeah.
the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. I expected the Niners to be fourth.
So first off,
I'm surprised that they, you know what I'm saying, where they at.
So
you know what I'm saying? The
first
Seahawks
off-
tripped me out.
first
No,
off,
they both at the bottom of their division.
yeah. So I mean, first off, San Fran had lost a lot of the defenders that they had used in the Pro Bowl that they were using that were on the team. That, in my eyes, they used it not only on field but off field too. So I think they lost a little bit of leadership. They lost Sherman, etc. And so the other part is the running backs. Mostert, he keeps getting hurt. He's hurt 2 seasons in a row. And on top of that, like when you look at Gronk's been doing what he's normally done. It's just he doesn't have an amazing running game and amazing defense to back him up. And so now at this point, they're kind of moving towards Trey Lance. And I'm like, that was the whole reason why they drafted him, because they knew he eventually.
Dre said they should start Trey Lance.
Yeah.
What you got to lose at this
Right.
point? Might as well.
Right.
Let's just start rebuilding for the future.
Right.
So who would y'all say was the team that has surprised y'all the most? Like that you didn't expect them to be looking as good as they looking?
The Chargers.
Chargers?
But I can see now why, because I know the Chargers was in the running for Tom Brady. They got the weapons. They just needed a pretty good quarterback. And what's his name? Herbert is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, the Chargers is a shock to me, especially for a rookie QB coming into a new system. You in the NFL, you in the biggest spotlight, and you come out and you balling the way you have. Like, they nice, boy. I ain't even gonna cap.
I will throw in, even though I don't feel like it's a surprise, I think to a lot of people, the Bengals are a surprise. But I've said this consistently.
That's where I was going.
I've said it. I've said it consistently. I'm not surprised. Y'all are.
I am.
Because,
I am.
Check me out. Burrow has had the best college arm and the best potential NFL arm out of the last 2 years worth of QBs, and it's not close. He's better than Tua, Wilson, Lance,
I can dig
Hurts.
that. I can dig that.
I'll name all. The only one that I thought more recently, longer than 2 years, that could compete, Herbert was one. Herbert, nice, for real. But he's better than Taylor Lawrence, easily. Trevor Lawrence. Easily. Like, I've
Easily?
always...
I was about to say, Trevor Lawrence is tough, but especially in college.
Easily.
Because check me out. Burrow had probably... It's arguable he had one of the best QB seasons ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, he was smashing records, and he's doing all this, and he's literally thrown for double the yards Trevor Lawrence threw for. Yet Trevor Lawrence was the most coveted. He's going to change your franchise. Don't he still lead the league in interceptions? Yeah, he up there. If he not leading, he right there. But the last time I checked, he leading. So that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's like he didn't have a prolific arm. He got half the yards of Burrow in college. So if he wasn't dotting them up in college, how was he going to be dotting them up in the NFL? That's what I don't really think people... They get behind the media and the hype and the championship and the team success and stop looking at the player. Burrow had a better arm than Tua. I mean, and then he could the way he's linked up with Chase, because you know they got the chemistry.
Yeah,
that's when you know you got a good QB too, because he's threading he's threading the needles. He's throwing deep balls. He's spreading the ball around. And he's making Jamar Chase look like one of the best receivers in the league.
The Drake kicking your behind, ain't it?
You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny about them? You know what's funny? Trevor Lawrence actually is not number one. You know who's number one? Patrick Mahomes.
Just now.
Patrick Mahomes and Zach Wilson are tied for number one.
But who number two?
Well, they tied. It's Patrick Mahomes, Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold. Ooh. Actually, Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow are tied for interceptions.
but the touchdown count way up though. We know that much.
Okay, let's see what we got.
But
by 10.
Right.
Joe Burrow through 17, Trevor through 7.
Right. But yeah, like maybe it was like a week ago, Trevor was lead, but I guess, Darnold just got benched. You know, like I guess some QBs went in and just blew him out. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually say the Bengals also for a lot of reasons that you said, but also, bro, I'm not gonna cap. I did not expect the Bengals to be a top 5 defense. Like, bro, like if y'all look it up, bro, the Bengals are a top 5 defense in the NFL. Who would have thought the Bengals, and they are widely recognized as one of the worst franchises in sports. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not even just NFL, in sports. A lot of players that have left there have said that. People that have had dealings with the Bengals have said, bro, they are one of the worst poorly run. You know what I'm saying? Do you know their practice field, they got the worst practice field in the NFL? Like, the practice conditions are bad. They don't want to spend no money. That's a cheap organization. You know what I'm saying? For them to be where they are now, you know what I'm saying? As you said, with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase balling like he balling, like, bro, like, I didn't see this, and I definitely, if you would have asked me, if you would have told me beginning of the season, the Bengals going to have a top defense, I'd have laughed at you, and I might have slapped you.
How much
you know what I'm saying?
How much on that?
Like, I would have never thought. If you would have said Joe Burrow's going to have a good year, I can believe it. So, if you're going to say Jamar Chase going to have a good year, I can believe it. He's back with Joe Burrow. I can believe it. That defense, bro, I would have never thought. And give the Bengals credit, they went out and paid people, you know what I'm saying? And they really tried to make people right. Like, get the team right.
And Chase, offensive rookie of the year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he got that.
And so at
this point, if he fall off, that's the only reason people can have a chance.
But I don't even see it with Burrow throwing to him. I don't see it. And so they already had the connection too. They linking up already. So solidified, offensive rookie of the year.
Bro, do you think the Bucks? Don't get me wrong, they good. I think they're good this year. But are they really like that? Or does their record not really show how their team is? Because really, if you look at who they played, they really haven't played nobody. They haven't played nobody, and the rest of their schedule, kind of pie.
All right. So 2 things.
They playing the Bears, the Saints, the Washington team, the Giants, the Colts, and the Falcons again. They next 6 games. 5 or 6 games. That's not no real good record to talk about when you ain't playing nobody.
So I got 2 things.
Okay, that's fair.
You play who's in front of you.
Only good teams is the Bills.
The schedule is the schedule, and the NFC is down.
The Bills is going to be a good measure.
The Bills, that's it. So they play the Panthers,
that's a good measure.
Jets.
But the NFC is down. The Panthers just missed their quarterback. You got Winston playing.
The NFC South is down, not the NFC, because the best teams are all in the NFC.
Well, yeah, but their schedule, the NFC teams that they play,
their schedule is pie.
That's so it's down, and so I feel like you play who's in front of you. I feel like they're also cruising. I don't feel like they're playing as hard as they could, but they also know they're going to be one of them teams.
I say you play who's in front of you. The last episode with UGA, but he tried to tell me, you know what I'm saying, the people that we were playing ain't nothing. Arkansas ain't nothing. Kentucky ain't nothing. I said, bro, we play who we play. Kentucky ain't nothing. I said, we play who's in front of us.
But
you know what I'm saying? Now it's different.
But
why?
No, because strength of schedule actually goes into rankings.
Yeah, but they schedule is not
coming into our ranked based on strength of schedule. So if you schedule a cupcake schedule, you are hurt.
This Bucks team got an easy walk. The only 2 teams on here so far that they played.
But
the Cowboys are decent,
but that's not like
Cowboys.
the NFL.
And then we got the Rams, and that's it.
But that's
not until they play the Bills.
That's not the NFL because first off, there's some things that you can't control as far as your scheduling. It's not like you get to pick and choose. Mm-hmm. But even if your schedule is cupcake, you don't lose because of that. You end up getting a bye in the playoffs. But we find out who you really are in the playoffs. If you was cupcake, because Pittsburgh Steelers showed us that last year. They cupcaked through the season, and we found out real early.
Beginning of the season, they were undefeated, and then
I think they went to 11-0.
So it don't.
They went to 11.
So I think they were like 10 or 11.
The Steelers did not go 11-0.
It was serious.
They did not.
It was something.
They were 11-0.
It was something.
No.
If they went 11-0, they would be. They would have ended the season.
They lost like 4 or 5 games at the end of the season.
Yeah, they was
look
like
that up.
They was like that.
Look that up. You got to prove it.
I don't know exact game amount, but they was like that. So, but what I'm saying is you're gonna get exposed, and so I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the champions, are finna get exposed. So I'm not tripping about the schedule. I think they're a contender. honestly, they might be my favorite.
Mm.
Probably so, especially when they get to the point where they have to play hard.
Yeah,
they start getting serious.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Since we talked about our most like surprising teams that we thought that like, you know, I didn't think they'd be this good. Who do y'all think was the most surprising player? Because for me personally, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I knew Tom Brady was the GOAT already, but bro, like, I didn't expect to see what I'm seeing out of him now. Like, bro, Tom Brady's on pace to having one of the best years of his career. You know what I'm saying? Dude been playing, what, like 22 years? You know what I'm saying? Or 20 years. He been playing 20-something. He's 44. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to look as good. And it don't matter, to be honest, you're in the NFL. Don't matter who you play. I know you're going to say schedule week and all that. Oh, they're playing week. But at the end of the day, he is almost 50 years old.
It's not that.
Doing what he's doing, bro. The passing yards, the passing touchdowns he's throwing up there, bro. A 44 old man should not look like that.
Hey, for real?
Brett Favre at this stage, I don't think Brett Favre made it to 44.
So.
But Brett Favre wasn't looking like this. There was no quarterback over 40 that you could ever. I don't know if there's a player. There's no player in football I could ever say that's been looking like one of the best, and they're over 40.
Two things. So, low-key D say Tom struggled against the pass. First off, that's his former team. Second off, he took a lot of the playbook with him. Third off, Bill Belichick is a very defensive-minded coach, and I'm pretty sure he could defensive scheme against his own playbook. So, I feel like, I expected him to struggle a little bit because his hand was kind of on the table. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they still got a W, so
yeah,
it is what it is.
And hey, low-key, so, I almost picked the Cowboys as the team, but it's like, bro, in that division, bro, I expected it. I thought that it'll come between either them or Washington to win the division, but y'all are looking better than expected. Give it credit.
I would say that y'all defense looked pretty nice.
But to your point though, Brady has a good run right now going. But I feel like it's not really Brady. It's really his cast. You seeing AB of old come back. AB is just on a crowded team. Mm. If AB was the guy on a team again,
I agree. I agree.
That's the thing. He is running outside right.
He's still a top 5 talent as far as receivers.
He's running outside routes. And Mike Evans has been getting some of the double team, and AB has been torching that single coverage. You can't single coverage AB no more. He's that guy again. Yeah. On top of Gronk being that guy again. And so in my head, there is no receiving core better than what the Bucs got in the entire league, and it's not close. They might have double of some of the other teams.
I wouldn't say it's not close, only because the Cowboys, they're pretty close. No. They're close. They don't have the names. Now the Buccaneers have the names. But when you think about Amari Cooper,
with CeeDee Lamb and all them drops,
whatever that dude is that came out of nowhere when Gallup got hurt, but Gallup is one. Whatever the dude is that came out of nowhere, Gallup got hurt. Dalton Schultz, what you call?
They got a nice core too, but I'm just saying
the Cowboys' offense to me has always been pretty decent. It's just been their defense.
They got a pretty good. If you include tight ends. They got a good receiver.
But I don't think any of them have one of the top tight ends and then 3 top 15 receivers. Because that's what the Bucs are at. No team in the league has that. And that's with like a 4-stringer running a 4-2 or 4-3 or whatever, like 4-2 something or 4-3, whatever the dude was running, Miller. And so that's on top of having fill-in tight ends like Brate and OJ Howard when Gronk go down. Mm-hmm. OJ Howard was supposed to be a nice tight end before all the injuries.
Yeah, okay.
And they deep as ever, and that's with having Bernard, Fournette, Rojo. Yeah, the boys is deep. Yeah. So
Cedric Wilson was his name. Cedric Wilson came out and started balling.
Yeah. Here we go, Dion doing cowboy things.
Of course, he's a cowboy head. He's the cowboy fan nobody likes. You're the cowboy fan nobody likes. You're the reason
doing
people
cowboy
don't like
things.
Who would you say? Who would you say?
As far as what?
What's it called? Dang, what did I say? About got me confused. I was starting to think about
player. About a particular player.
Because I said Tom Brady. You said
what? That surprise?
Yeah, the player.
what's his name from Dallas?
Y'all
actually.
drunk up here. Y'all boys.
No.
Let him go. Let him go.
What is he? The D. What is he? God dang. What's the name? Diggs from Dallas.
Trayvon Diggs.
That boy has been balling, and to me, he came out of nowhere. To me,
I got a rebuttal.
Defense player of the year.
Hold on, time out. I got a rebuttal.
No, not defense player of the year.
First off, Trayvon Diggs is a ball hawk,
over Aaron
right?
Donald?
No, check me out. Trayvon Diggs is a ball hawk, right? He takes a lot of gambles and he gets interceptions, but I don't think people realize how much he be getting cooked. Y'all don't really highlight how. He's the only receiver in the league that's gonna have he's on pace for over 1,000 yards on him. He's the only receiver.
What you think about low key D? What you think about cuts by Dre?
Trayvon Diggs is the only cornerback in the league that's on pace to have 1,000 yards on him. There's no receiver that's giving. No DB that's giving up more yards a game than him right now. The thing is that he gambles and gets these picks. He used to be a receiver. Early on in Alabama, he was a receiver, and so he has hands. And so you see, you know what they say, DBs are just receivers that couldn't catch. Well, he can catch. And I respect that. But at the same time, he's nowhere near the technical corner that you need to be. Just leading the league in interceptions only says so much. You getting cooked on other routes because you can't cover is not defensive player of the year. So
that's what he said.
So I already know if I pull up advanced stats how sorry he gonna be and how down the list he gonna be.
Golly, I'm not gonna lie. So hey, Dre, Dion, what y'all thinking, man? Cause I'm not gonna lie. That kind of I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
That's some next level stats.
I didn't know that. He got a source. He got sources.
He the talk.
I didn't know that.
He the talk. He the show. He flexing.
But he in your division. So
he flexing with INTs, and I respect that. You got the INTs, cool, but no, bro. I mean, he's not even the best corner in our division. Slay better. Easy.
Dre, you got to come better with that.
Slay is like a top 3 PFF. Has rated him top 3. Like, no.
Deion said coming from a Cowboy head, I don't believe him.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, man. I don't know. That seemed too in depth to just be.
No.
I don't like.
We don't talk about it because he be having defensive player of the game. But no, he be getting cooked out on route. He just come up on a pick or two. That's all.
Hey, I need to go play. Next time I watch a game, I'm gonna be playing.
I need to see this. Now I'm looking at him with a different eye because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I watch Cowboy
closely.
games, but I haven't really watched them as closely. You know what I'm saying? But I might look closely. Now you might put me on to something.
Look closely.
I ain't gonna cap. You still ain't answer the question though.
All right.
The player that surprised you, because it seems like nobody surprised you. Like you ain't nobody.
Is that surprising?
So
it?
My most surprising player, up or down, right? That was good or bad.
No, that was. Well, we can do the player that disappointed you. We're gonna start with who surprised you most as far as going up.
Okay.
Hurst on face and throw 100 picks.
All right, so
he knew Hurst was trash. I ain't gonna lie. He knew Hurst was trash.
Oh yeah.
I defended Hurst.
That's just hilarious, though.
Yo, you said 100 picks.
That's hilarious.
Hey, real quick too.
Hey, I got on a Vick jersey. You better recognize who I support and who I don't. First off, Jalen Hurts ain't certified. So my player is not a surprise to me, but it's a surprise to everybody else, especially some of these Eagles fans. It's Carson Wentz. Because
that's a good one.
I said
double ankle sprain Carson Wentz.
He played through it.
He said he saw his baby skin ready.
He played through it. I saw that in the comments. That made me chuckle. I really want to know how you walk around in 2 walking boots.
You can't, bro. You got a wheelchair, bro. You get a wheelchair.
You can't favor
either way. You got to be in a wheelchair, bro. They got the
that limp is crazy.
What you gonna do? Just crawl? Like that's the only option now. Like. But
jeez.
But check me out.
You said he gonna crawl.
Check me out. I do agree. After he broke his foot in preseason.
Oh God.
But he played through it. He was supposed to be out 5 weeks. He played through it. Sprained both his ankles during the season. Played through it. So I do respect that we was calling him injury prone. He dang near Derrick Rose, but he said, you know what, I'm gonna tough it out and play through it. And he going to war for his new team. Mm-hmm. I respect that. He ain't missed a game, so I respect that.
I kind of feel like he got to. This is kind of it.
Well, yeah, this was to recover like his image, and his spot as one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
And that's trying to be funny. If he don't do nothing this year, he's going to be a bench player.
No, you wildin'. Because first off,
I don't think he would have been.
First off, because this
he
is my.
He can't stay on the field.
No, but he's young enough to where somebody else will.
But he can't stay on the field.
But he's gonna get a job.
But I'm saying somebody will get him a job.
Right, because it's too many trash QBs.
Because
if Gronk can
you
get a
gonna hire
job,
somebody that you know always misses work.
Get a job.
Are you gonna hire somebody that always misses work?
If Jalen Hurts can get a job.
Hey man, I want to come and play for your franchise. I'm gonna tell you this: I'm gonna be gone for most of the season, but I still want to be your starting guy. Please hire me.
It's relative.
What stop?
Derrick Rose can get jobs,
but Derrick Rose redeemed himself. So this is Carson Wentz's chance to redeem himself, but so far you broke your foot, you got double sprained ankles.
It took him half a decade to redeem himself.
What's next?
You know what it is? It's because he's shown glimpses of being so great that you as an organization is going to think like, I can take a chance because if you can be great for me, if I can get better out of you.
Check me out. Because he keeps saying, oh, he getting hurt. You're going to take a chance on a guy. He had a career high in touchdowns and a career high in yards on that, was it Monday Night Football game versus the Ravens, where he was duking it out. They ended up losing, but they should have won. Really, the kicker got injured with a groin injury. He went on IR after the game, but he missed an extra point that actually would have won the game. He missed a couple field goals. Like, he was missing everything. To the point, they didn't have a backup kicker. They were going to send the punter out to do the best that he could.
Hold on, is the Colts kicker the one with the thick?
The glasses. Blankenship? He on IR. Yeah. So,
hey, Blankenship from UGA, man. Don't talk about my boy like that. Don't come for my boy now.
I did not know that.
He done kicked some big kicks back in the day now. Don't do my boy like that.
He got thick enough goggles.
Shout out my boy Rodrigo. Hey, man, get healthy, bro.
Beauty in his heart.
What happened? He got thick enough goggles, matter of fact.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. For those who seen episode 3, I'm back with my glasses. I'm back so I can see everything. And I see 2020.
Stop supporting your blind bros. Stop supporting you blind bros in private. Now
glasses thick.
But
it's one lens, bro. Now everyone ain't gonna notice that until you try to put me on blast.
I don't know what's thicker, these glasses or this glass.
But Carson Wentz actually has the highest passer rating.
He was on the road, but that wasn't good.
Look, check me out. Carson Wentz actually has the highest passer rating for passes 20 yards down the field.
Man,
in the NFL.
You finna do them pro football focus numbers.
Check me out.
You finna do them analytics.
Check me out.
Is that what we doing?
He's thrown like, I think maybe one interception. He's thrown like double-digit amount of touchdowns so far this year. Like, I think he's top half PBR. Like, he's actually coming into what we always known Carson Wentz to be. It's just he was playing for a trash team with trash management and trash coaching. And so now that he's back with the guy, right, was the OC at the Eagles when Carson Wentz was in his heyday. Mm. And so now he's back with his guy. He's getting his receivers back. T.Y. Hilton just came back. Like, the team has work. The team needs work. So maybe they'll squeak into the playoffs, maybe not. But there's other holes on the team besides QB. But Carson Wentz he there. He their guy now. Like,
Colts one of the top defenses in the NFL too.
Right, that too.
They got offensive line. It's
just
cap, bro.
The receivers
they got a lot going on over there, man. They got a lot coming on.
The receivers been down.
They got their receivers. They got a lot of running backs.
And Jonathan Taylor is hopefully he stays healthy. You know, they talking about dealing Marlon Mack, and Marlon Mack might be a decent one. So yeah, but granted, you see the potential in that team. Like, they lost close games already this season, but you see the potential. And, like, for me, it's not a surprise. And if they make the playoffs, it's not a surprise because I felt like we traded away a QB.
I mean, that division trash.
I was just about to say, that's what I'm kind of
potential, right? They're going to be number 2. And so that's what I'm saying.
Jacksonville, the Texans.
Right. They're going to be number 2. So it's potential that they can make it in being in that division. Playing those
so
teams.
Are they really good, or are they just in there because of...
I don't think they're a contender, but I just think they're like a fence rider. They might miss it by a little bit.
But
they
that's
might
your
make
guy
it by a little bit.
Who surprised you as Wentz.
I just think he's surprised a lot of people
because you have been on the Wentz bandwagon for a while.
Because people gave up on him. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like people had a reason to. He looked bad them last couple years, and I know that you think that it wasn't as bad, but I ain't gonna cap. What I was seeing,
The team was
he
bad.
did not look good. The organization was going bad. Everything was going wrong
Because-
with that organization.
because-
The team might have been looking bad.
But he
The
was
team
a part of the
bad,
problem.
but he
It
was a
wasn't
part
like
of the problem, too.
everything around him was going bad.
Well,
and he was looking good.
Well, I view.
He was a part of the
So
problem.
I agree.
And
with you.
he was. They were saying he was bad in the locker room.
I agree with you, and I agree with that
He
too.
looked like it.
I agree with that. but my point being,
You look like a. Let me speak to your manager.
my point being, Carson Wentz was trying to pull Aaron Rodgers moves in my eyes. He was trying to gain and extend play.
You can't move and talk like that if you ain't
So
got. the
he's not
talent
that
right
guy.
now.
He's not Aaron Rodgers. But I felt like he's seen a sorry team and was like, nah, I'm gonna be that guy. And it shot himself in the foot. You got to take a page out of Matt Ryan's book. Matt Ryan not gonna do no gambling, not gonna take no hits. He gonna play safe bet, throw for his 4,000 yards and call it that. He gonna put up the stats where you're not gonna want to trade or cut him. He not gonna go out there and try to win the game and save the season, etc. He not gonna die for that squad. I feel like that was where Carson Wentz kind of shot himself in the foot. Because when he tried that, he didn't look good.
He said he tried to be broke his foot.
Right. He didn't look good.
Yeah.
So I feel like ultimately that's what got him off of the Eagles. But now that he's on not of a dumpster fire of a team, now he look like a decent QB. He don't gotta play hero ball no more. So I respect that.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time with Kobe, even though y'all don't respect that. Like sometimes you
We
be on the
respect
team.
Kobe, man.
You-
Why you put false narratives out there?
I'm
You got
just
people
saying.
thinking so. We
I'm just
all
saying.
respect Kobe. Long live the bean.
It's times where you guys try to play hero ball because your team trash, and sometimes you're just not that guy. Some guys can step up to that plate, some can't.
I mean, but there is a such thing as like making bad decisions. Hero ball. Okay, I understand hero ball sometimes, but you had like the one time you was making bad decisions.
I think it's just a matter of the guy.
It's just y'all were such
Because
a fan that it's just you ignored the bad decision because I love them so much.
9 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm shooting on 5 people.
I'm shooting on 5 people,
No.
and we're only down 2. We're down 2. Kobe had some Russell Westbrook. He had some Russell Westbrook.
No,
But y'all come fans don't like to talk about it.
BS.
But that's
You
another
BSing.
topic for another day. But no, so who would you say? Because now you was curious. So who would you say was the most disappointing as far as like NFL players? Because I know who mine is. So who's yours? Go ahead.
Mahomes is kind of up there.
I just feel like it's the team, though. I can't really just put it on Mahomes.
True.
Because his team is bad right
But
now.
not
playing good. I'm not saying bad.
This
They're
is
just
my
not playing
thing.
good.
Because this is what I think Carson Wentz did. It's just that Mahomes is better at it. And he's not getting the scrutiny. And he also is a Super Bowl champion. Even though Carson Wentz he didn't actually play it. But I feel like
I'm really trying to see where he's going with
I feel like
so far it sounds
I
terrible.
hope you comparing
I
Carson
feel-
Wentz to Patrick
feel-
Mahomes.
no,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm
I
gonna throw
feel
the
like
buzz.
I feel like they're in the same territory that they're trying to play hero ball.
Okay.
As opposed to just following the offense.
Well, I heard
winning
the same
games.
territory. I was like,
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know.
they are both playing hero ball, and Mahomes is trying to make them throws he was making in the Super Bowl, and those are picks.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I say one thing though? The difference is Mahomes' his team
They're better.
is not the
They're-
same.
they're not as good as last
They're
year.
not as good. They've gotten the
They're
team
better.
itself. Even though
He's
the
not-
team itself has gotten worse.
He's-
each
I'm
year
looking
since
to
they
let you
won.
know
you were skating on.
And Mahomes and Wentz, he has a lot of talent.
He's
on that
not.
team.
He's not.
His receivers have been down.
He's
but-
not playing hero ball for a dumpster fire. It is a lesser team. It's better than what the Eagles had. They were dumpster. They were gonna win their division with a loser record type dumpster fire. So it's not the same, but I do feel like he's kind of entering into that territory where he's like, I felt like, you get too full of yourself. I felt like when the Patriots went 16-0 or were trying to go 16, when they went 16-0 and tried to go, for the Super Bowl and they ended up losing, I felt like they actually could have won that Super Bowl if they actually would have kicked the field goals as opposed to going all these fourth downs and getting stopped. Like, I feel like they'd be pulling moves and making throws and et cetera.
Being overconfident.
Right. That is getting them in trouble when really just stick to the script because you're about to eliminate yourself in the playoffs. Like, you got potential, but I do agree with you that this is not the same team. I feel like they're scheming better. I feel like they're suffering because the run game hasn't been as good. I feel like the defense isn't making as many plays. I feel like the O-line is really the main thing that's hurting Patrick Mahomes. because they aren't as nice.
And it's rebuilt. It's totally rebuilt.
And they lost the Pro Bowl lineman.
And it's not good.
And that's the left side, too. That's the blind side. So I feel like...
And to me, that was the reason they lost in the Super Bowl. Their offensive line, I think it was about 3 players, like that week, got put on COVID policies. So 3 they started offensive line, went to the bench, and they had to put in brand new players. And that's why Patrick Mahomes was running around the field for his life.
Yo, we traded Ertz because they didn't want two T's, and so we don't run double T a lot. We're trying to get these receivers to work, and so
respond to low key D.
Goddard is he's straight, and that's who they want to go with. He's younger, etc. Ertz, he does cost money. He was a little bit of a name.
He went to the right team, but that went to Arizona, but
and so Max,
Arizona Cardinals, hey man,
Max got hurt. They're tight end, and so it was a perfect fill-in.
Yeah.
Now Ertz. Oh, he gonna be a top 10 tight end.
Kyler Murray finna do something.
He finna be a top 10.
Kyler Murray.
Ertz is still nice, man.
Okay, so to end this segment out.
No, hold on, because you ain't answer the question.
About
who would you say, who's the most disappointing? Well, I do it like this.
Go ahead.
I say, and this is, because I may look at it a little differently because I'm a fan, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. To me, it's been Calvin Ridley because ever since, when we traded Julio Jones, we was expecting Calvin Ridley. You supposed to been had this answer.
You was.
I just feel like Calvin Ridley, we was expecting him to be the number 1. And I'm not going to cap, he's starting to look real Juju Smith-Schusterish. You know what I'm saying? Like Juju Smith-Schuster was balling when he was beside Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown left and he doing TikToks. You know what I'm saying? He does better TikToks than plays on the field. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ridley is starting to, when I'm looking at him play, bro, he dropped some balls. Even though, and I was curious, I was looking up the stats on it. He don't really have a lot of drops on this record, but I've seen him get balls thrown his way. Pause. I've seen him get him thrown his way, and it's like he'll almost come down with it, and then he'll hit the ground and he loses it. You know what I'm saying? Or something like he'll lose the ball in the process. When I've watched for 10 years, Julio make that play where he makes the toughest catches. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm looking at Kyle Pitts come in and completely outplay Calvin Ridley. And shout out Kyle Pitts because I never doubted Kyle Pitts. His numbers in the beginning weren't as good. I just felt like we wasn't utilizing him correctly. For some reason, over these last couple games, I guess Arthur Smith woke up and said, bro, let's do something with Kyle Pitts because he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So he's been balled. These last 2 games, he's balled. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ridley, bro, I'm not seeing it. With touchdowns, bro. And what's crazy is Calvin Ridley has missed, I believe it was either 2 or 3 games. It might have been 2. But he has more targets than Jamar Chase. And Jamar Chase is leading the league in receiving yards. Jamar Chase is about to be Rookie of the Year. He's been targeted more, so it ain't we're not getting the ball to Calvin Ridley. No. He's being targeted. We're trying to find Calvin Ridley. And the real answer is, we're trying to find Calvin Ridley.
Few things.
As a fan, I don't know where he went. I'm not seeing it on the field, but this guy is supposed to replace Julio Jones. The organization traded Julio because y'all told us, made it believe that y'all found his replacement, that Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley can replace the production that Julio Jones provided us. Now, granted, Julio Jones deals with injuries, but I ain't gonna cap. I take the Julio Jones right now over Calvin Ridley. If you told me Julio Jones come with all the injuries that it came with, I would still take him over Calvin Ridley easily.
Check me out.
The answer's Calvin Ridley.
Check me out. I got to rebuttal this because I told y'all this last year that y'all didn't appreciate Julio enough because what Julio...
No. When you say y'all...
Maybe not you.
The organization.
Maybe not you.
The fans appreciated Julio.
I feel like some fans... I don't feel that way.
That's them folks that didn't appreciate Julio.
Because
if somebody didn't appreciate Julio, that's fucking fans...
I appreciate Julio. That wouldn't need no foul.
Because I'm going to give you a rundown of every problem that I see. First off, you benefited from Julio getting doubled. All this, Julio don't catch touchdowns no more. Julio washed up. Julio was getting double while Calvin Ridley was eating them touchdowns.
I've seen Julio get triple. I've seen Julio triple teams at the goal line.
So two things. Calvin Ridley benefited from Julio being there. And when Julio got hurt, Calvin Ridley wouldn't have great of a game. Want to know why? Because now he's the number one. Now he's seeing the best DB on the team. And so that's what I felt like was going to happen this year. And that's why you needed to pick up Chase. Because Chase, actually, he coasted the last year at LSU after Burrow left him. And, finished out his mandatory stint. But he was NFL ready. He went to training hard to that point where he had an NFL ready body. Like, he is already an NFL receiver coming in. That's why he hit the ground running the way he is. You needed him. If you would have picked up him instead of Pitts, because like I said earlier, Pitts, you can't get that man out on route because he's busy blocking because your O-line trash. He's saving Matt life. And so I don't feel like he's going to be properly utilized. You're not going to pick up the fastest tight end, around.
He's been utilized recently, like
a little bit.
The other day versus Miami, he had 163 yards.
A little bit, but they're trying to figure it out. But that's only worth against teams that aren't contending, and so that's my thing.
That's bad coaching.
When you send,
that's not a knock on Kyle Pitts. That's bad coaching. Having that type of talent and not being utilized, that's not the player's fault.
I think it's bad management. I think it's bad management because you don't.
As far as who?
You don't have the O-line. You don't have the O-line to let him go out on route. That's the problem.
But you have a bad O-line, so but
that's personnel.
First thing, I agree with you that I love Kyle Pitts, but like I said, I would have rather us trade down, but adding a tight end gives you more blocking as well.
Trade down.
You know what I'm saying?
Trade down, pick up another draft pick.
I would have wanted to pick up some more picks in that first round.
Go get Chase. And then I think Ridley has a better year than what you're expecting. But no, Devin says how the NFC down when the only team under 500 is the Panthers because none of them teams is gonna make the playoffs. That's why. The only team that's gonna make the playoffs is the Bucks, man. So if you're not making the playoffs, you're down. That's the definition. That's the definition, ain't it?
Devin, I slick agree. We ain't going to no playoffs. It was funny to me when people were talking so much about the Panthers when they were 3-0. And I'm like, bro, this is the Panthers. And then they lose 4 straight. And it's like, these are the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Saints, I don't know about the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I believe in Sean Payton, but I ain't going to cap, man.
I wonder
my boy Slick.
I want to see them get Michael Thomas back.
My boy.
You forgot about him.
I mean, forget about it. I just think that.
It's Jameis still gonna do what Jameis do though. I ain't gonna cap, man, because I've tried to defend Jameis for as long as I could. Devo been saying how bad Jameis was for years, and I can't defend him. Devo, you win, Dev. You win, Slick. You win it. Bro.
All I know is if you talking about Winston and you give him a couple of receivers, a couple of speedy receivers, like you gave him Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson, and both of them have 1,000 yards of receiving that year. All I'm saying is I agree with all the woes of Winston, but at least he putting up them 30-something TDs and all them passing yards, and them receivers got over 1,000.
That's a decent point. Maybe if Michael Thomas was there, then maybe they would be a little better off than they were, because now you have another weapon to throw to.
Right, he gonna throw the pick. But
he gonna throw some picks.
But maybe you can stumble your way into the playoffs and have some success. At least keep it going. I mean, you're not gonna be nothing with no contender.
Was Devin's favorite player at one point.
So
nah.
I just want to see what he's gonna say.
Hey, what you say, Dev? Hey, low key D got a hot take, man. He said, boy, the most overrated receiver.
Who?
He said, Michael Thomas, the most overrated receiver. What did I say?
So,
check
me out.
Maybe
check me out. It's tough being a slant receiver.
Cut that out.
It's tough.
Cut that out.
Because
cut that out. No. You're not gonna do that. Are you gonna do this?
No.
Are you gonna do this?
Because we're gonna walk down it. Because slant receivers are tough because they don't last as long. As you see, he's injured. And so
no, he was injured by choice.
Yeah,
because he could have did his surgery earlier, but he waited till the season was about to start to take the surgery. Now he got to miss most of the season.
So the Saints in their relationship is a little sour. Yeah,
I don't think that's.
But besides the point, being a slant receiver is tough because, as you know, they don't have long lifespans. That you are better out on route, on goals, over the top, blowing the top off, than you are being an Edelman, Wes Welker, Michael Thomas, etc. You see those guys come and go. Amendola, they're always injured. What's the boy from the Bills?
The fact that you're comparing Michael Thomas to Amendola says a lot.
Cole Beasley, but I'm saying they run the same routes. Cole Beasley's another one. There's a lot of them guys.
But that's what makes him overrated.
Because
People are trying to call him a top 5 receiver. If you're comparing him to Danny Amendola, no. Michael Thomas ain't like that.
No. First off, he's the best at the slant. But then he
come on, man.
But
that's like saying a point guard is the best at the layup.
Look.
And
but then he transcends. Most of those guys are kind of pocketed, and they are only in that lane. He actually can run the go route as well.
He is a nice receiver. Saying he is overrated.
No,
are you saying he is or he isn't?
So what?
Okay, that's my bottom line.
What are you
saying? He is or he isn't?
Is he overrated or underrated?
Is he top 10 or not?
It's situational.
Man, what kind of answer is that, man? It's yes or no, man.
No, because it's situation. Like as you know, you can't put any player in any situation and he just be the same player. That doesn't happen.
So that don't make you top 10.
No.
You're not a top 5 receiver. If I can't take you and put you in another organization and you do crazy numbers, I can't consider you a top 10, top 5, top 10
It's
receiver.
just not any organization. You have to have some QB that can throw that slant. They have to link it. Jalen Hurts, he would never be able to. Michael Thomas would be a 500-yard receiver with Jalen Hurts.
I mean, of course, if you have a sorry
but
quarterback,
that's why
different.
you're not up there.
No, I can't say that. If you do have a sorry quarterback,
no, because I watched DeAndre Hopkins go crazy with bad receivers before Deshaun Watson got there. Hopkins was doing Hopkins before he stepped in, and the quarterbacks ahead of him was trash.
He's arguably he's arguably the best receiver in the league. I go back and forth in between him and.
But I'm saying, like people put Michael Thomas in that conversation. I'm sorry, I dropped your laptop. They are putting Michael Thomas in that conversation, and he's not in there.
I'm not putting him there.
But that's why he's overrated.
So I'm
not putting him there.
He's overrated because he's not in that conversation.
He's still a top receiver. And
to be honest, I really got to look at top 10 because I'm not gonna cap. If you said Will right now, choose a receiver, Odell or Michael Thomas, I'm taking Odell. And Odell numbers don't look that great this year, but at the end of the day, bro, I know what he really looks like. And Michael Thomas, if I gotta have doubts, if I think, he gotta be in this system with this quarterback, with this, bro, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
So
you don't have to be in a situation where his quarterback's really bad.
You don't think Michael Thomas on any team with a good quarterback would be still the same player?
I don't think.
You put Michael Thomas. I'm saying great. I'm saying good quarterbacks.
I would think he would be a really good quarterback. I feel like Michael Thomas is on the level of like a healthy T.Y. Hilton, to where it's like they're a really, really good receiver.
Yeah, you just.
But when you really start talking about receivers,
I was just about to say
that. No, because bro, who was we talking about? Drew Brees made this man look good for all these years, but I know what I'm watching, bro.
Oh my gosh.
If you would have gave Drew Brees, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham, Julio Jones, bro.
You wild.
Drew Brees already broke records. If you would have gave him them, it would have went stupid.
Look at all the teams you're talking about. If you would have give Michael Thomas, Aaron Rodgers, you think he would be any different? If you gave him Tom Brady, do you think he'd be any different? He would be. He'd be different if you gave him Patrick Mahomes? Do you think he'd be any different?
Matt Ryan.
Legit. Like, come on now.
Because Matt Ryan don't have to throw the deep ball.
That's hate.
Matt Ryan.
Because I feel like Michael Thomas. Okay, listen. He was still
stumbling.
Because
they don't ball.
This is what y'all are missing.
Okay.
If you put him with a great quarterback in a great system, he's going to be great.
I said Matt Ryan. I don't think Matt Ryan's great.
Matt Ryan's great.
He's good. I don't think he's great. He's good.
He's not great right now, but if you're comparing all-time quarterbacks,
he's good.
And I know people are going to hit this. Matt Ryan is great.
Statistically,
if you look at his production, everything,
he's top 5 of
his
his
career.
career.
So if you put him with them, yes.
His era,
you know
top
what I'm saying?
5.
But you know what the difference is?
Go ahead.
Before Julio Jones, we had Roddy White. Roddy White was a really, really, really good receiver. And at one point, people thought You know what I'm saying? He was one of the best receivers. I thought he was one of the best receivers in the league. Until you get Julio Jones. And then you realize Julio Jones is different. You know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas is not a Julio Jones type player.
Well, I got a question. Can you say the same thing about Julio Jones because he ain't looking that good with Tennessee?
I don't know what you're talking about. He ain't been looking healthy. With a healthy Julio Jones, and granted, that is the only knock somebody gave Julio Jones is health. Because when he's healthy, he's one of the best.
But he hasn't
and
been
he's
healthy
one of the
years,
best
right?
ever.
Has he been healthy all season? In how many seasons?
It's been a while. And guess what? He's still one of the greatest receivers to ever do it. Would you disagree? Ever. Would you not consider Julio Jones one of the best receivers ever?
When you say ever, what are you talking about? Top 10?
I'm talking about forever. Everybody that ever played, Julio Jones is one of the best.
What do you mean, like top 10?
Yes.
I would actually put him in top 10.
And if you don't say that, you got, before you say he's not, name me 10 receivers better than Julio Jones. Name me 10.
I think, yeah, he probably should make that top 10.
Exactly. Now, is Michael Thomas top 20?
Nah.
Then don't put him in that category. Because there's a difference.
He's
Because when they go, when everything's said and done, DeAndre Hopkins is in that category.
You're comparing two people that are younger and older.
I'm saying when we are talking about best receivers, bro.
You can't have more years.
We got to talk about more than just
because you're not. Hold on. I think those are two different arguments. Just because you're not top 10 of all time, don't mean you ain't top 10 in the league.
Tell him Slick. Julio said he top 5. Julio in my top 5. I was saying top 10 only because you know what I'm saying. I feel like everybody would agree with top 10, but I say he's top 5. Some people may argue different, but nobody can argue top 10. Julio's top 10. You know what I'm saying?
He's on his way there.
On his way, he made it. If he stopped playing today, if tomorrow he said I ain't playing no more, he top 10. You can't name 10 receivers better than Julio Jones, my boy. You can't. You can't. Give it to me, please. Or do you need some time?
Because the thing is, I think
you might need to give it to the next episode.
No. Because the thing is, I can name a few now, and I can name a few historically. So
see, you can't talk about now because if you talk about now, then they're saying you're top 10 all time. If you're saying the receivers you name now, you're gonna have to name them top 10 all time. We're not talking about top 10 now. We're talking about top 10 all time.
But that's what I mean. Like, Julio's career isn't over, so I'm considering trajectory, right? It's the same way with Devontae Adams.
I'm telling you, forget the trajectory. If he stopped playing today, he is top 10 all time.
If he stopped playing today and everybody else's career stopped today, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sure. But there's gonna be some.
You're having a hard time admitting. I honestly.
You can't. You can't.
I'm telling you, I hate the Falcons, but Julio Jones one of my favorite receivers.
Come on,
like he just built different, bro. His size, his quickness,
the production, everything. The only knock you can give Julio is health. Everybody look it up.
He about bring his screen.
He
going to Googling.
He
Googling.
Let me think about this, because all time. Because you know I'm going with the Randy, the T.O.
Okay.
That's my 1 and 2. Those are auto.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
Jerry's my 1, but my favorite that I watched actually was the 1 and 2. But Jerry number 1 all time. I'll rank them: Jerry, Randy, and then T.O.
Yeah.
And then after that, it gets a little fuzzy. And but no, you just asked Fitzgerald or Julio, and Fitzgerald's up there.
Not above Julio.
Yeah.
He's not above Julio. He's not.
He got the longevity award to me, but I don't think he's above Julio as far as if we're playing pickup, I'm picking up Julio before I'm picking up.
Shout out Slick, you my cuz, but what you drinking tonight? Because he said Fitz is top 3.
Oh no.
And so
top 3.
Here's my thing.
You taking him? Okay, leave Julio out. You gonna take him over Jerry, Randy, or T.O.? Which one you taking him over? Because if you gonna say top 3, then you got to be better than one of them, and he ain't.
So check me out. So like when you start talking about this, for example, Megatron, his career ended up short. Megatron, nice. He better than Julio.
Megatron is better than Fitz.
But
now you can argue Megatron better than Julio.
I'm talking to the folks who say top 3.
It's just career.
But I can.
But it's just career-wise.
You can
Julio's gonna have a better career than Megatron because Megatron got cut short.
Yeah, you can argue Megatron.
But peak Megatron, serious. So
And then we start really talking after that.
and so
After you say those 4 names, we start really talking about who. Because Larry Fitzgerald ain't one of them. I know they put in the chat. He ain't one of them. You can say people say Marvin Harrison.
because they started
People
talking about
say,
people like Bruce or Chris Carter or
Bruce what?
Isaac Bruce,
Michael
or
Isaac Bruce. Pfft,
Chris
oh,
Carter,
man, please,
or
he's better than Chris Carter. Isaac Bruce.
Marvin Harrison.
He's better than Marvin Harrison.
Is another one.
He's better than what's another one? Let's go back. He's better than Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, like, come on. What we really talking about?
So,
Give me if you.
And we ain't even.
We didn't even made it past 5.
We ain't past 5.
And
And we still struggling to name somebody better.
So
if you want to chat and you can name somebody better than Julio, give it to me.
We're past 5 because I think I'm gonna give it to Fitzgerald. But I'm definitely giving it to Fitzgerald because longevity alone, the fact that he's so.
He's better than Julio Jones.
Yeah, because his heyday was.
Man,
serious.
his
His heyday was serious.
Only thing he's better than Julio in is healthy in hands. Larry Fitzgerald has some of the best hands we've ever seen.
Fitzgerald has all the stats over Julio. Julio may never touch his stats.
How you figure?
He has a long way to go.
Okay, I gotta check. We gotta check the stats
Because Julio gonna need to be in the old age range before.
Yeah, because Larry's like what?
But see, that's one of the things. But see, no. That's one of those things where stats don't tell the whole story. Because stats don't tell the whole story when it comes to Calvin Johnson. It don't tell the whole story when it comes to Barry Sanders. When we talking about who the best running back is, stats don't tell you everything. So if you even look back and rely on stats, yes, that's tough to do. And in any sport, you can't rely just on stats.
And I have Julio over AB, but if AB come back the way he been playing this early half of the season and keep doing that, right now he's outplaying Julio. He's better than Julio.
Who?
AB is better than Julio right now.
No. Oh, AB is healthier than Julio right now.
That's better. That's better. That is better.
I'm sorry, I got lost because Slick is drinking on something poison tonight because he said Lance Allworth is better than Julio Jones.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't think I don't know who Lance Allworth is. I know who Lance
Allworth
Allworth is. If you think he's better than Julio Jones,
I'm gonna crack this
you
beer
need
open
to
for that.
stop. You need to stop.
Hot now.
He's not better than Julio Jones. If you ask them, if you say, listen, who would you want, Lance Allworth or Julio Jones? Who do you think they're taking? Come on now. No matter what year, no matter what team. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? First week of the NBA, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot to be seen, you know what I'm saying? A lot of teams doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying? Lakers fighting each other on the bench and all that. I don't know what's going on. He gonna have to worry about that, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know what Russell Westbrook gonna do.
They'll be alright.
They'll be alright. I think they'll be alright.
It just unfortunately it was on the.
I don't think they'll be alright. Right now, it's too early to really gauge how teams gonna look. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a long season. But what I do want to talk about is the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? I really want to talk about the WNBA because listen, I want to congrats the Chicago Sky. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Candace Parker. Candace Parker, if y'all don't know, bro, she been balling. You know what I'm saying? She was doing numbers when she was in Tennessee. She was doing numbers, you know what I'm saying, with the LA Sparks, you know what I'm saying? She got some MVP. She got a championship trophy. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this Sparks really been eating when Candace Parker was there. She went to the Sky. They go to the championship our first year. They balling. And I forget. Cooper. Is it Cooper? What's the girl that won the finals? Kalea Cooper. What? You know her name. You know her name.
If you guys know, you know. This is like
if you know Orlando, bro, he does not like the WNBA.
He's really not gonna.
Orlando does not like the WNBA.
Candace Parker has 2 championships now.
2. Now she got 2.
And she a baller, but you also got to congratulate her too because she's the first WNBA player to make it on the cover of 2K.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the ladies at the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? They got hoopers over there too. And let's
probably brought you up too. Candace Parker body you.
Candace Parker would eat on you.
Yeah, she would eat on you.
It's just a size mismatch.
It don't matter what it is.
What would you be able to do to Candace Parker?
This is a size mismatch.
But what would you be able to do?
Give me one that's my height.
I feel like Candace Parker will put you on the grill.
Give me one that's my height. Because it's not like in the NBA we matching point guards up guarding centers anyway. So come on, like give me one that's my height. Match me up right, man.
Diana Taurasi. even if she was your height, would body you.
And she
think
was
so?
saucy.
Easily.
She was definitely saucy.
Yes. That is the female coach.
You know why she gonna sauce? You know why she gonna sauce him
She
too? Because
old.
he gonna underestimate her.
Yeah, he gonna think.
He gonna underestimate her. She gonna have you touching your ankle.
Let me go on in here. Let me go on in here and do her like this. No,
ankles.
she would body you.
That's what
Easily.
Then never mind. Orlando might go full throttle just to prove a point.
He gonna try to get physical. He gonna try to beat the Detroit Pistons in '89 on Diana Taurasi. You gonna try to clothesline him?
No, it ain't gonna be nothing but basketball. But at the same time, like I know my advantage. I'm gonna use it.
What's your advantage?
First off, physically, like they can't compete.
Wow. Well, okay, somebody your size.
Yes, but but height is relative in the NBA the same way.
But you old. You kind of older now. They
old
play. They
too,
probably
man.
you
You like 36 now?
And you corporate, man. You behind the desk.
Orlando
They
was
play
moved
ball every day.
on.
All they do is eat, live, breathe basketball.
Bro, it don't matter.
She was training today. What were you doing? You drinking Modelo with Will and Dawn.
It don't matter.
She's in the gym.
Because they can't contest this jumper. So
I gotta see it.
I gotta see the jumper. I ain't gonna cap. I Orlando, my dog. I've heard stories of Orlando. I know he can hoop. I haven't seen the jumper. When you start talking about hooping and you start talking about the jumper, you got to have one in order to talk about it.
I'm certified.
Your jumper needs. I ain't heard about your jumper though. I ain't heard about it. Is the jumper really there? Because if I ain't heard about it, I need to know if it's there or not.
Because I know I've in my heyday I've traded shots.
See your heyday.
In my heyday.
See, that's that 35.
See, no. In my heyday, like at the peak of my game, I know I was trading shots with 1 Euro player. And one time it was Tony Delk. And I felt really accomplished because I was going 1-for-1 with him. But each time I got double on the game winner and I couldn't shoot it, so it sucked.
Orlando.
I know, it sucked.
They were doubling you.
That's where I was. That was the game.
I want to see it. I want to see this.
And
I have not had the privilege of hooping with you, my friend.
And the reality is the step that I lost was really on the drive game. It wasn't the jumper. The jumper's still there. It's just I'm a different player now. When I'm a different size. I mean, I was like 70 pounds lighter. So my game has changed.
Okay.
So I'm not the guard that I was, but my game has changed. Definitely is smarter, slower, but bigger, I guess.
But you saying Diana Taurasi, that's the bottom line. She can't.
She gonna have a problem.
What with you?
Yeah.
Nah, I think you gonna have a problem with her.
Hey, you think you Orlando Jordan or something?
Just because it's Diana Taurasi don't mean she can't get wet.
Listen, I ain't gonna care. I think she can body you. I really do. Because she really can ball. And I'm gonna tell you something like this. Chicago, y'all know y'all wrong. The whole city of Chicago, the whole city of Illinois is wrong. Wasn't nobody there at the championship parade, bro.
They were just waving the buildings. I feel bad about that.
Because they need to be funded.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Come on, man. Listen.
Cut it short. There we
At
go.
the end of the day, listen. If the Atlanta Dream would have won the WNBA Finals, the whole city of Atlanta would have been there.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't have cared.
That just shows you. Everybody would have been there but Orlando.
No, Orlando would have came.
He would have came because we came, though.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando wouldn't have went by
itself, no.
He would have went by himself.
I'm not going to an LA Fitness Championship. Like, I'm not.
Come on, man. Shout out the ladies. We know y'all hooping. Orlando don't believe it. Hey, when do y'all come work him? Please come work him. Because I'm telling you.
I would do a fundraiser to pay for y'all to come work him.
No, don't say that because then they're going to think, like, you got it in. You know what I'm saying? No. Come work him for free. And then if you're really nice, shoot, then he'll fund you. Because, you know what I mean? You got to earn funding. We don't just fund people around here. You know what I'm saying? You don't just get funding. Funding is money.
To see that, I actually would.
I would.
I'm telling you, bro.
But only somebody can hoop. If you a girl that just want to take the challenge, don't do it. But if you can hoop, body him. And we, like, bro, we'll pay to see that happen.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I know some girls. I know some girls because North Cobb High School, we ain't good at men's basketball.
First off,
but high school basketball, bro, hey, we solidified. There's some girls in that team that would work you.
First off,
hey, it's somebody in our hall that
we shoot from NBA range.
Talking about Christina
would
body you.
Hey, I think
I ain't gonna let me not tell it. I ain't seen her play. I ain't gonna.
I played with her. I know better. So.
You working? Christina, we got money on you.
Smoke.
We got money on you. We don't got money. We got dinner. We don't bet money.
You want the smoke though?
Come get him. Come get him. Please.
I will be
come
front
get him.
row and center.
Front row and center.
She don't play no more.
Why she don't? Cause she's tired of scrubs like you. I bet after she see this episode, she gonna want to play.
I bet she.
After she see this, she gonna want to play.
So now I gotta watch players coming off the couch.
You coming off the couch?
You coming off the couch drinking the Modelo, boy. You
coming from behind the desk.
You.
I was just hooping. What you
Week.
mean? Last week.
Last week.
That
was a week. She was hooping the other day. She just didn't tell you about it.
Last week.
She was hooping last night. She just didn't tell you, son.
Nah, see.
She hooping the dog.
See, it's still there because
I can tell by the way she walks. She a hooper.
I
know hooper when I see
I
it.
was just telling Dom how
You
I was
walk
down.
like you drinking Modelo.
I was just telling Dom how I was down. It was 5-9 going to 11. I hit three straight threes for the game winner.
Everybody can tell a story.
Hey,
Everybody can tell a story.
come see me.
Come see my boy, man. Come see my boy. Ladies, come see my boy.
That's men and women.
Men and women. No, men. Oh, men. Hey, shoot. I come see him. Orlando, I work you now. Hey, listen. Don't get it twisted. Hey, you, man, on my team, I was defensive player of the year. You know what I'm saying? So don't play with me.
There's too many couch players trying to challenge me right now.
Nah, I can't play. Okay, let me get back in the gym. He's like, no, cause you say you hooped last week. I hooped like last month. So let me work on that first. It wasn't last month. It was like the smooth 3. You know what I'm saying? I got boobies resting on the table right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's all good. Ladies, we're going to find somebody to hoop with him. If you want to hoop against him, you think you can body him?
And we
Reach us
definitely
out.
will
Follow
record it.
Fan Noise Podcast on IG. DM us, bro. We will set that up and we going to get it recorded. You will be viral, baby. You will body him. We will get you viral.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm
get
saying?
beat on camera,
If you
bro.
get beat,
oh my gosh.
you think you going to live that down?
Oh my
You
God.
think you going to live that? After what you told, you think you going to live it down?
Y'all just don't know.
All right, we going to have to see. But listen, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, man. Again, this is episode 4. You know what I'm saying? Will F the Barber, my boy Dom, Orlando. We appreciate y'all so much for tapping in with us. Hey, follow us on IG at Fan Noise Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Or it's at Fan Noise Pod. I'm sorry. At Fan Noise Pod. You know what I'm saying? Get on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. It's Fan Noise Podcast. There we go. We back right? We right. All right. Appreciate y'all again, man. We will see y'all again next time. Episode 5, 2 weeks. Let's go.